Hi everybody, I'm Justin from Main Man Bassing. In this video, I'm going to unbox and put into demo mode the Lowrance Hook2 Tripleshot. This is the 7-inch model. If you're new to the channel, I do product reviews, fishing adventures, and how-to videos that all revolve around bass fishing in the Northeast. The ice just went out 2 weeks ago up here, so it'd be a great time to have you as a subscriber, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you. Also, at any point in the video you're interested in owning one of these units, there'll be purchasing links in the description box. You can click the link and take it from there. The Tripleshot. I'm super thrilled. The Tripleshot means that there's side imaging. Lowrance refers to it as structure scan, but it's a side image, right? So the split shot models, the split shot transducers have downscan and sonar. The Tripleshot have downscan, sonar, and side imaging. I am like thrilled. I'm like so happy. I can't wait. I'm going fishing tomorrow for sure. One of the reasons, so I previously had two Lowrance units up my boat, and I sold one of them to sort of cut that cost in half of this. But one of the reasons I'm so happy to have these is like pre-spawn right now. We just had ice out, and I have trouble catching fish in pre-spawn. And also when the water gets above 80 degrees, I have trouble catching fish. It's real frustrating. It's like the only 2 times in the year where I can't catch bass, and it just drives me nuts. So what I'm hoping is like, so right, like spawn, post-spawn, when that, up until summertime, traditional sonar does a great job. Like I know how to where generally to look for bass, and I have a pretty good rate at catching them. You know, I consider myself somewhat good, right? And then, but pre-spawn, from ice out to when they start spawning, I have trouble. Like you can catch males sometimes, like those smaller ones, but finding those big females, I have trouble with. So, and then also when that water temperature gets over 80 degrees, like I can catch smallmouth, but largemouth are hard to find for me. I struggle with it. So I wanted something that would cover more area, and that's what the side imaging is going to do, and that's why I got it. Anyways, I'm gonna unbox it, and then I'll show you what to expect out of the box, and then I'll throw it in demo mode. So let's just unbox it. Okay. First thing you have is your screen. It's your 7-inch screen right there. It's pretty light, actually. I mean, it's lighter than the older Hook models. I don't know the exact weight. It's not really important, but I'm just telling you, it's not like super heavy. It's nice and light. It looks like, so you have places where you can set the bracket mount in that it comes with, but then it looks like you can do, it's got these holes up here, these screw holes. And it looks like you can do something for if you have like a custom mount, or you want a different mount than the bracket mount. And then I'll show you, there are clips inside you can cover those holes up if you want. So that's the screen. Got some training, well, it says training DVDs, but these look like they're tutorials or installation guides. I think you have to purchase the DVDs, which is kind of silly, Lowrance. I really think you're dropping the ball there. I just paid $530 for this, and you want me to spend more money on a tutorial? It's kind of ridiculous. I'd rather rely on YouTube. Here's your transducer. Right, and then that's probably a 20-foot cord, at least. If I find out the exact length of the cord, I'll let you know, but it's pretty long. 20 feet, I would assume, or maybe even 25. You get your power cable. Actually, pretty small power cable. Comes pre-spliced, so depending on where your power source is coming from, you might have to add some wire onto that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure if I'm gonna hook it up to my boat battery or just bring my 12 volt. I don't know at this point. And then that's gonna be your fuse box if you do want to hook it up to a bigger battery. I think I want to see what's in here. No, that's just your bolt. And then you got 4 screws, it looks like, for the bracket mount. So your deucer mount, you're gonna put it on your boat. I actually use magnetic deucer mounts because I have a tin boat and I really don't want to put a hole in my boat. There's your bracket for the unit. These are your tightening clamps for your bracket. Those are those clips I was telling you that go on the face of your unit. And more screws. So some screws might be, I'm not sure. Looks like you got 8 screws. 4 of them might be for the deucer mount, for the transducer mount. That's it. Let me put all this stuff back. I'll get it in demo mode and we'll fire it up and I'll show you what you can see on the screen. Okay, I've fired this thing up. Let's look at the pages. First thing you're gonna wanna do, well, I mean, you have your settings, you have your system, your navigation, your chart. And then for charts, this one comes preloaded with CMAP and with Navionics. I think, I'm not 100% sure about this Navionics. I know for CMAP for sure, I don't know about Navionics. I'm not totally sure. Those companies might work together or be the same. I'm not really sure. But you have all kinds of, here's your, basically your settings. But that's not really what I want to get into. What I want to get into is just the imaging. And Lowrance hats off to Lowrance. They did a great job, right? So here's your structure. This is your side imaging, right? And then I'm actually gonna turn up the brightness one click. So here's side imaging. To the left and the right of the black beams are the ground, right? And these black beams right here are the water. So they're from that white line to the ground there is water. That white line's your transducer. Well, let's look at some of the options, right? So we can put it in custom. We have a range that goes from 5 feet to 200 feet. Now with the 200 feet, I'm not really sure right now. This is demo mode. So if we got this out on the water, like here we have no imaging, but if we get it out on the water, that might change. For now, I don't really know. So let's put it back to like 40 feet, right? And then you have your frequency. You have 455 kilohertz or 800 kilohertz. From my understanding, 800 kilohertz is going to be more detailed. So there's what people say on the internet is I've never used side imaging, so I don't know, but 455 is great for when you're just scanning for structure. And then when you find that structure, you can go to 800 kilohertz to get a better resolution and a crisper image. Your contrast, you can adjust that because you're going to get like super bright reflections off hard surfaces. So you might want to tone it down a bit so you can see contrast. And then you might get like dark images, which like indicates mud. So you might want to like turn that up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of personal preference on that. So surface clarity is interesting. Normally I don't bother with it for downscan and sonar, but for here, it gets rid of a lot of that noise in the water column. But I don't think it really, I'm not sure at this point, but I don't think it affects the screen too much. So it's something I'm thinking I'm going to keep on high. I'm not really sure at this point. But then you can flip your sides. You can put range lines in if that helps you. You have 9 different color palettes to choose from. And you could just do a left only view. Something to consider with a small screen. Or you could do right only, but I'm going to keep it at left and right. So that's your structure scan, which is the big feature of the triple shot transducer. But let's go. You can also, with the Hook 2s, you can make custom screens. And I just found this out, that you could do this, and I wasn't sure at first. I didn't think you could, but I guess you can. Let's say you want to put all 4 on a page. So there we have our chart. We have our chart, our down scan, our side scan, and our sonar. And then I'm gonna put like that. I want to see what layouts we have. So with 4, that's the only layout, which is, to me that's unfortunate. But what you can do, right? Let's save that. So this is it, right? Like, in my opinion, what's the most important is structure scan for finding structure, anyways. And then once you find it, you can go over it with the down scan and sonar. Actually, this should be. Let me go back to my pages. I want to customize this. I messed up there. I want to put sonar on top. I want to save there like that, right? So if you hit the power button, there's something that says adjust splits. I love this, right? Like, you don't need, so that's as high as you can go right there. And then you don't need a whole lot of sonar and downscan, in my opinion. But at least it, I wish they had a different layout, but that's, what it is. Then if you need to see that there's a yellow box around it, let's say we want to go to our map, you can click the map and it brings it to full screen, and then you just hit X to get back. Now let's say we're cruising, right? This is really cool. I've already laid down a bunch of waypoints, but let's say I'm on my side scan, I see something I like, and I want to review it. Plot a waypoint. You just put it right there. Hold your waypoint button. It's going to be waypoint 4. Hit save. Back out. It saves there, and it actually puts it up on the chart. So now, now we can go to our chart. We can zoom in if we want to that waypoint, and there it is, that number 4. And you can set a route to it with your boat so you know how to get there. Clear the cursor. We'll go back to split screen. So I think that's really cool. I wish, I don't know if I do all 4. I probably do. I want as much of the screen as I can to structure scan. So let me see. Let's just we'll do structure, down scan, and sonar, just like that. That's how I like it. That's the view I want. What other layouts are there? Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. So we'll go and save that. This is it. We're going to hit our power button. We're going to adjust our splits because I don't need all this. All right, how small can I make it? Oh, you can make it really small. But I would say like probably right there is good, right? And then just in case, because this right here, your sonar and your down scan, are these 2 black lines right here. So, I'm looking more at this timber right here. That's not in our down scan, but we might be running over something that pops up in our down scan. So that's really cool. And then what you can do from there, right? You can still plot your waypoint. Like I'm gonna plot my waypoint, right? It's 5, saves. You can just quickly go out and just go to your chart right away. And there it is, 5. And that timing's not that bad. You know, and then, you know, probably what I'm gonna do is like, actually, I'm probably gonna do this, right? Let me get rid of some of these screens. I don't care for this. And I didn't care for this. These 4 screens, right? Now we're gonna stop customizing. I'd probably do something like this, right? I have, I want my chart, sonar, down scan. And then I'd want to flip it, right? I'd save this. And then I would adjust my splits. I don't need my map to be that big. Right, so then, and then what we can do from here, right? So we're on our structure scan. We see something we like. I like this. Let's say we like, actually, this structure is better over here. This like looks like, I don't know what that is. Looks like a boat. I don't know, but plot our way. It's way 6. Back out, and then what we can do is go to this page, right? And then we're at way 6 right there. Right there. So then we can go find it. We can go over it with a down scan. Super happy, super cool, super stoked. Good job, Lowrance. And you even had this in your owner's manual on the direction pages. I couldn't believe it that I could figure out how to do something on your pages. So good job, Lowrance. I like it. All right, I'm going to switch views back and get done with this video. That's basically the video. I'm going to get this out on the water tomorrow for sure. I'm super excited. I debated about going today. I got a couple hours left, but you know, I figure by the time I get out there, it's not enough time. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you. I will have like an on the water first impression review of this and how it functions and how it works. As long as more videos to come, the season's just starting. So I'd love to have you as a sub, so consider subscribing. If you want to own this right now, purchasing links in the description box. And I will let you know how this thing performs. So good luck. I hope you have a great year. And I hope you catch a real big bass soon. Thanks. Bye.